Hi everyone, I'm Ivy Marie Lim, Realtor and Feng Shui Consultant here in the Durham region. So I'm excited. Right now I am at Sandra D's Furniture Refinishing and I'm with the owner Mike. Mike.
Hello.
Hi. And, oh sorry, say your...
Michael Lehikoinen.
I couldn't pronounce that. And we're here right at the heart of Brock and Bailey in Pickering. They have been here for 20 years. In fact, they're celebrating their 20th anniversary in furniture refinishing. So why am I talking about furniture refinishing? Basically, kitchen cupboards are a big topic in any home seller's home or any person who's wanting to just stay in their home. And now Pickering has grown. We're probably about, many of the subdivisions here are now a good 20 to 30 years old. So many of you may be looking at, your gorgeous formerly oak or maple, or what other common types of wood cupboards are there?
Cherry.
Oh,
oak, maple, and cherry are typically the common ones.
Oak, cherry. So these are solid wood cupboards, and all it needs is some updating. And because it's solid oak, or solid wood for that matter, you can really do a lot of work with that. So what are the best type of cupboards that you like to work with?
Oh, absolutely. The cupboards that we generally work with are, like you said, solid wood. They could have a raised panel, or they could have just a flat panel. Yeah, the type of kitchen cupboards we work with are typically like the solid wood frames. Either has a raised panel or a plywood panel in the center, depending on the look of the cupboard that is currently in the home. And so what we do is we generally deal with cupboards that have the factory finish originally.
So factory finish, not cupboards that have already been painted on, preferably.
Right, because there's a lot of work to removing latex paint from a kitchen cupboard, or even an oil-based paint that's been brushed on.
So in other words, these are for people who have not done it themselves as yet and have the original oak, maple, or cherry cupboards still in their home.
Right, because the lacquer finishes that we use are compatible with the factory finish, but they're not compatible with oil and latex base. So to keep the cost down, we can paint over the factory finish without removing the original finish unless it's really degraded.
Okay, so what is the difference then for someone who wants, because now there's just, an influx of DIYers, which is great, but when it comes to the kitchen, which is, kitchens and bathrooms, they are one of the most expensive parts of a home, and it's the most place where you're also going to get the most value for your home. So I really encourage it to be done very professionally. So what is another advantage to get it done by a professional as opposed to painting it over yourself?
Oh, there's a few advantages. One is the cost. It's more economical than doing a full-blown renovation. Mm-hmm. Secondly, it also helps to preserve the environment by keeping the existing cupboards out of the trash.
So you're keeping perfectly good wood cupboards out of the landfill.
If it's in great condition, it's not falling apart, then it's definitely worth saving. The other benefits is that the paints that we use are very durable, and while they are very thin, they're like I said, they're very durable, but they hug the contours of the profile, whereas if something was brushed on, it tends to muddy it up. So you get a crisp, clean look that looks like it's just come out of the factory when it's just a fraction of the cost of a full-blown renovation.
And what are some of the other things that customers are looking for? I think you mentioned doing interior of the cabinets, right?
There's sometimes the interior of the cabinets. Quite often the interior of cabinets, at least on homes that have been built post-1990, have a melamine interior, so they don't have to have any refinishing done. But we do have customers asking us to refinish the outside of their cupboards as well, because, if you're going from a honey oak look to an off-white cupboard door and drawer front, you're obviously going to want your cupboard's ends, like the end gables and all the trim work that's in between, to be painted as well, because you don't want to have that honey oak peeking through and it would just look absolutely horrific.
So would you take down the cupboards then and do that, or do you go into the house?
No, what we do is we work in partnership with a couple of different painters that actually paint the cupboards within the home itself.
Oh, perfect.
So that because once you take cupboards down, especially in more modern homes, The cupboards are built from a particle board usually, and as a result, taking them down can lead to easily damaged cupboards. So it's best just to leave them up rather than to take them down and risk having them being damaged, and then when putting them back up again, trying to get them into exactly the same spot they were before.
Yeah, so the cupboard doors would just come down.
Right.
The cupboard shelf itself would stay there, and the customer has the option to bring it in, or you would also pick up and deliver. Right?
Correct. Yeah, we offer pickup and delivery services. We'll take the doors down and the drawers out for that and bring them here to our facility and paint them here in-house while the cupboards are being painted at home. And once everything is done, we bring them back, and you have the option of either installing them yourself or having us install them.
Okay, great. So let's talk about colors. What are some of the trendy colors that you see people are looking for now?
We still see a lot of the whites, the
Yeah,
off-whites, cloud white, linen white, and but mostly on the warmer side of the off-whites, not the cooler blue whites. So a little bit of yellow in it. But yeah, cloud white is a customer favorite. Although we have done grays, and we've also done another color called bittersweet chocolate.
Oh, okay, yeah, that mocha rich chocolate.
Very
It's
rich,
still
yes.
it's still very trendy right now.
Yes.
Okay, and then once again, you give that nice, perfect factory finish, because you can really tell, even if it's a really good paint job, a DIY paint job, you can tell the difference when it's.
Oh, absolutely.
Factory.
Nothing will beat a sprayed finish when it comes to lacquers.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so great. So I think it's a great way for someone to bring value to the home, very cost effective. So if you are definitely have one of those homes with gorgeous solid wood cupboards, and to buy solid wood cupboards these days is a pretty penny. Definitely consider refinishing it right here in the Durham region, Sandra D, but although you have customers all over the GTA, I would
Correct.
assume. And yeah, bring new life to those solid wood cabinet or solid wood cupboards and keep them out of the landfill. So you are repurposing for a greater purpose as well, which is one of my favorite things about companies like these. So I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you have any questions, once again, I'm at Sandra D Furniture and Cupboard Refinishing, and you can find them on Google, and they are right here in Pickering. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Thank you, Michael.